A samurai wakes up in a modern city, not gradually, and not with time to prepare. One moment, he is sharpening his blade in feudal Japan. The next, he is standing in a supermarket beneath buzzing fluorescent lights, beside a screaming toddler, while a cashier asks for his loyalty card. He does not have a loyalty card. So what would actually happen? First, he meets modern traffic. A samurai spent his life mastering patience, discipline, and mental stillness. He meditated for hours. He trained in silence. He could remain motionless long enough for birds to land beside him. Then he experiences the morning commute. 45 minutes pass without moving. The driver beside him eats breakfast, watches a video, and somehow still controls a car. The samurai has faced charging cavalry. He has survived ambushes in darkness. Nothing prepared him for a roundabout. Then comes the smartphone. In feudal Japan, communication meant writing by hand, sealing the message, and trusting a messenger to arrive days later. Now a small device can reach almost anyone on Earth within seconds. He sends his first text message. It takes 40 minutes. He uses complete sentences, formal honorifics, and his full name and clan lineage. His friend replies with a thumbs-up emoji. The samurai stares at the screen in silence, but modern life would not only confuse him, some parts would genuinely disturb him. Consider the food. A samurai usually ate rice, miso soup, pickled vegetables, and perhaps grilled fish. The meal was simple, practical, and dignified. Now he enters a fast food restaurant and sees dozens of choices, 3 drink sizes, a loyalty app, and a screen demanding a rating before he has ordered. He gives it 1 star. He has not even sat down. Then he discovers the gym. A samurai trained his body every day. He did not train to look impressive. He trained because someone might genuinely try to kill him. Now he watches a man run on a treadmill without going anywhere, while staring at a screen showing a forest path. The samurai simply goes outside. He walks along a real path for free. 3 people ask whether he has permission to carry his sword. He does not have permission to carry his sword. Other parts of modern life would amaze him. Medicine would seem almost supernatural. In feudal Japan, a badly broken arm could mean a rough splint, terrible pain, infection, or permanent damage. Now hospitals have clean rooms, trained specialists, scans, surgery, and medicine that can reduce pain within minutes. The samurai sits in a waiting room reading an ancient magazine and decides this is miraculous. He waits 4 hours. He still thinks it is miraculous. Then he discovers the internet. It is an enormous library of human knowledge, available instantly from the palm of his hand. He spends 2 hours reading everything he can find about Japanese history. Then the algorithm notices him. 3 hours later, he is watching a golden retriever repeatedly miss a frisbee. He watches it 6 times. He cannot explain why. He clicks subscribe. Now consider modern work. A samurai's identity was built around service, discipline, loyalty, and purpose. He usually knew exactly who he served and what was expected of him. Modern office culture would destroy that certainty within minutes. He attends a meeting about the results of an earlier meeting, which prepared another meeting about future quarterly targets. The samurai sits silently at the table. His sword rests beside him. Nobody needs it, but he feels calmer knowing it is there. His manager asks him to remove it from the agenda. He does not understand what that means. Later, he receives a performance review. He scores highly on focus and poorly on stakeholder alignment. He does not understand stakeholder alignment. Neither does anyone else. Still, one part of samurai life would serve him extremely well today: discipline. A man trained from childhood to rise early, practice daily, act deliberately, and endure discomfort would thrive in a world full of distraction. He would read real books. He would sleep at a sensible time. He would sit quietly with his thoughts instead of filling every silence with noise. Modern productivity culture would feel strangely familiar to him, but he would not need a habit tracker, a morning journal, or an expensive cold plunge. He would say that discipline begins when you do the necessary thing whether you feel like doing it or not. He would be right. Everyone would find this deeply irritating. Ironically, the samurai might also become excellent at social media. His posts would be short, precise, and brutally honest. There would be no filler, no hedging, and no 12-part thread explaining what he really meant. One post. No hashtags. 2 million followers within 6 months. He would never check his notifications. His engagement rate would be extraordinary. So what would a samurai truly think of life in the present? He would find it overwhelming. He would find it absurd. He would also find it miraculous in ways he could never have imagined. The roundabout, however, would remain unacceptable. Beneath the fluorescent lights, loyalty cards, smartphones, meetings, and endless notifications, he would still recognize something familiar. The desire for purpose has not changed. Neither has the need to belong, to be useful, or to believe that your actions matter. The weapons changed, the armor changed, the enemies changed, but the human underneath them did not. A samurai would understand that immediately. The real question is whether he would adapt to our world, or whether our world would begin adapting to him. What part of modern life do you think would shock a samurai the most? Click subscribe for more strange, human, and unexpected stories.